and insights. Today we are going to see about Frost's poem After Apple Picking. It was published in north of Boston, Frost's second poetry collection in 1914. The poem describes a pastoral scene of New England life in autumn, which is characteristic of Frost's early work. Though the poem is loosely in iambic pentameter, it does not conform strictly to any particular form, and it has 42 lines. Let's see the poem in a gist. After Apple Picking is about an overtired apple picker who drops off to sleep in broad daylight on account of physical exhaustion and dreams of scenes and details of apple picking and of the great harvest he desired to make. He also wonders whether his sleep is a normal one or something deeper. Now let's see the poem in detail. The long two-pointed ladder of the apple picker stood up against a tree, and it is striking towards the sky through the tree. There is a barrel for the apples to be gathered in by the side of the ladder. The barrel has not been filled yet, and a few apples have been left unplucked upon some branches. Being tired of the work and being induced by the scent of apples, he starts drowsing off. He is suddenly reminded of the strangeness of sight he experienced that morning when he looked through a glass pane at the world of hoary grass in his garden. He found the glass pane in the drinking trough. As the scene disappeared from his mind, the apple picker let slip the glass pane, and before it fell down and broke, he began to sleep and dream. In his dream, the apple picker sees the richness and beauty of the apple harvest magnified. In the dream world, every detail is bigger than life and richer too. Apples in large numbers, much larger in shape than in real life, appear and disappear, its both ends coming into view in all its rich color and beauty. The apple picker seems to feel the ache in the arch of his foot as well as the pressure of a ladder round even in his dream. He hears the continuous sound of the apples arriving at the cellar bin in basketfuls. The endless apple picking and the bumper harvest have almost sickened him, though he himself desired a great harvest as normally all men do. There were tens of thousands of apples to pick, to be handled carefully and gathered in the barrel. Any dropped apple was sure to be condemned as of no worth, though it might be intact and obviously unhurt. The apple picker now wonders what the woodchuck would say about his sleep, whether the animal would compare it with his long sleep, untroubled and dreamless, or just some human sleep always troubled and disturbed. Now let's analyze the poem. The strangeness in the sight of the poet experienced prepares him for a journey into a dream world. The dream dwells upon the beauty of the harvest, and the apple picker recalls the details of his labor. The poet cannot but accept his limitations. His imagined joys could never be equated with a natural joy. His sleep is an imperfect one compared with the woodchuck's, whose sleep is dreamless, untroubled, and deep. Finally, the poet is able to feel and is quite conscious of the pain produced in the arch of his foot, which he pressed on the ladder while he is picking the apples from the tree. The dream is a recapitulation of the actuality of the effort, even to the point of recalling the pain and the pressure on his foot. Hope you understood the poem. Thank you for listening.